Hi, so I'm going to show you how you can connect your Ask AI to your HubSpot live chat widget, which will mean that you can get AI responses to questions from customers whenever you want. So you can see here, I've just logged into the Ask AI dashboard. I've gone to chatbot setup, integrations, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to add to live chat apps. I'm going to click to connect HubSpot and then click to connect my HubSpot account. So once I do that, it's then going to ask me to choose the HubSpot account I want to connect. And then it's going to show me a permissions screen. So you can see that we've granted permissions. We is then going to direct us back to Ask AI, so we can continue the setup. So you can see here that when we set it up initially, it's not going to start replying to customers right away. What it's going to do is going to default to this reply with notes for admins mode. Now, this means that every time a question comes in, the AI is going to respond to the question, but it's only going to do so in a way that's visible to your team, so not to the customer. The customer won't see any of these responses. Now, this might be the way that you choose to use Ask AI on an ongoing basis, because you might want to customize or personalize responses, or just use it as a way to get information more efficiently to your agents. Once you're kind of happy with those responses, though, you can switch it to reply directly to customers, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. You also might have kind of a few questions at the start of a conversation. So you might be asking things like whether they want to report a bug, or they want to book a demo or something like that, in which case you want to make sure this toggle switch is on. When you put this toggle switch on, it will show you this field. And basically, this is what is the text that you want the AI to look out for in order for it to start engaging in the conversation. So in this case, we've used the phrase Ask AI Assistant, and you'll see in a second that that is the button text in our live chat bot, where once pressed, it's going to start engaging. So if I show you now how this looks in HubSpot, sorry. So now you can see that I've got a page here with my live chat app. I've also got an agent view on the left. What I'm going to do is, if I was to click either of these talk to support or book a demo buttons, that's just going to start a normal live chat that you would have with a human. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this Ask AI Assistant. So then what's going to happen is you can see the conversation started here, and we're going to ask a question: how do I add to Slack? So now when I ask this question, what's going to happen is within HubSpot, you can see the AI is drafting a response, and it's come up with a response here. The user can't see the response though. So this is purely for the agent. And what they can do is they can click on further information if they want to get any information there. So that's kind of how you can use this, just purely as an agent in a comment only mode. One thing you can do as well is you can create a little snippet. If you want to stop these notes being written, you just have to write a snippet that has the text "stop writing AI notes." And that will mean that if we were to use that snippet, then any responses that are going to come in in this specific conversation, they're not going to generate AI notes for. So now what I'll do is I'll show you how this works with replying directly to customers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch this to reply directly to customers. And one thing you should note here is make sure you turn off your knowledge base search. Otherwise, you might get some conflicts with the replies. So now I've switched that to reply directly to customers. I'm now going to start a new conversation. I'm going to ask the AI assistant again, because this is when it starts to chat. And I'm going to ask the same question again. How do I add to Slack? And then what you're going to see is, we can see in HubSpot as well, that it's going to first look for an answer to the question, and then it's going to give the answer directly to the user this time, along with the link as well. And so now the AI is automatically responding to all the questions that the user has. Now, if the user wants to talk to a person, all they have to do is type "talk to a person." This could also be chat with a human, talk to someone, talk to an agent. There's lots of different variations of this that will work. So we can type that now. And now what's going to happen is, if I ask another question, the AI is not going to respond. All that's going to happen is that we're saying that it's passing over to the AI assistant. And now if I ask another question here, then you can see that it's not going to reply with the AI. And so I can respond as and it comes and there's no AI responses. Now, if I want to hand this back to the agent, so maybe you've resolved one issue and you want to hand it back to the agent, all you have to do is use another snippet. And in this case, it's hand back to the AI. And you just need to have this specific phrase in your snippet. So when you do that, then and now what's going to happen is the AI assistant is reactivated. So we can ask another question. If we do that, so now we've asked another question and the AI is kicked back into gear again. And it's going to start answering those questions again. Again, if you were the agent and you were monitoring this conversation and you wanted to take over, then all you have to do is reply to any of the messages, and then automatically the AI will stop responding as well. So that's basically how it works at a very simple level. You can see you can either reply with notes directly to customers. You can trigger it after a few different steps or buttons. And if you've got any feature ideas, requests, or feedback for us, we'd love to hear them. Thanks very much for listening.